live. We are live. I feel like this is a good time to make a review video and just catch you guys up to what has just recently transpired in the last 4 or 5 days of my life. Um, let's start off by addressing that I'm still free, that I'm still pursuing my goal and my dream of making $1 million. Still have our freedom. We still have a plan. We still have my family. You know, I still have everything that's needed and that's required to pull this off. So, how did we get here? In the casino, or actually the airport casino. Um, where should I start? Okay, obviously, I was doing door to door sales, and then I started doing some car details, and I won $700 in blackjack, or like $600. I won $400 in a trade, and then I did some details that stacked it up to around maybe like 13 or $1,400. So I had $1,400 to my name in about 4 days. Made all of that pretty quick, but I think 3 days ago I went to go park my car in like Summerlin, overlooking the whole city, and just realizing how fast I could change my circumstances and how lucky I am and how skilled I am at the same time. And so I started getting a big head, right? Like I'm making progress, I'm going fast, and then I go park to go sleep. And I'm gonna literally go to sleep with around $1,600 to my name, and I end up losing $1,200. $1,200 within 30 minutes was gone on a forex trade. And the next day I wake up, I go do two details for $350. I could have been over $1,800 where I needed to be on Friday, which is 16. Didn't happen that way. So after I did them details, I started contemplating to myself, right? Like what I should have actually did, which is nothing. Should have went to sleep, and I would have been in a way better position. What I should have done was use that $1,200 to go get insurance, to get my car registered, and go get my ID from Nevada. All of this was, I was driving without all this, which I know is retarded. You know, I like to think that I have good luck, but the luck ran out. It runs out. And so I'm going to Sabrina's house because she's off of work, and I go to go get some drinks for us. Thank God I didn't drink anything, and I didn't smoke anything in the car, but I was taking a right, and it was the right before I was supposed to turn. So it was the wrong road to turn right on, and I cut off a police officer that was in a van. Obviously lights me up, pulling to Wendy's. I'm cooked. I'm thinking I'm going to jail because I don't have any of the shit I just told you about. But long story short, after he had already given me the 4 citations that I clearly did deserve, he said he was going to take me to jail if he was in an SUV, but he was in a van. So I caught a break there, okay? And they towed my car, and I tried to go get the car out of the shop, and they told me that I need an e-title. But because the loan company owns the car, it's not actually my car. And so they wanted me to come back on Monday because the loan company's title department's closed on the weekend, and it was today's Friday, July 4th, or it was about a few hours ago, and they didn't want to let me get my car out. Okay, so 4 days are going to go, or 3 days are going to go by, and it's going to cost me $540 to get that car out. Okay, haven't gotten insurance yet, haven't registered the car, haven't gotten my license because I still got to take a test. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, I could try to get this Monday. But then as I start thinking, I still have to put $6,000 more into repairs. I still have to pay the whole car off, $14,000. Insurance would make my payment be $1,200 every month. So I decided to surrender the vehicle. It's taken around $25K and money from my family. It was time to let it go, and that was the situation. Like, my car's at the pound in Vegas, and I surrendered the car to the loan company. They're gonna go pick it up, and they're gonna try to auction it. Whatever they get for the auction, it'll be towards the difference of the $14K that I owe, but all the repair costs that I was supposed to spend is going to go to paying off the difference of the car. And I just took the L. I just stopped losing money on this. Time to move on. And if I didn't get pulled over, I was not going to let go of that car. I was going to continue to waste money on it. I was going to continue to try to salvage it and save it, and, you know, try to keep the faith that I'm going to make a lot of money. I'll pay this off. But the universe took it away from me. And I really was thinking about it. Like, I need to get rid of this car. And it happened, you know. It happened. Like, I'm going back to Texas, go back to the drawing board. But here are some new things that I'm going to be working on. 2 new things that are going to be happening when I get back to Texas. Okay, the first thing is that we're trading 10 Forex accounts. No longer 1 anymore. We're not doing 1 anymore. We're doing 10 total accounts. And I'm going to get into poker. No more blackjack. Maybe blackjack, but no more baccarat. Okay, I've changed my game. And we're going to start training on poker for tournaments and cash games. San Antonio's got a lot of poker places that I can practice and go to prepare myself to come back when I move over here. That's what we're going to be working on. And I'm still going to do door-to-door with my boy Brandon. And we're going to be doing the details for my dad's vehicle if he allows me to use his truck. We're going to have to buy all the new detail stuff again, start fresh, go print out all the stuff, all the binder stuff that I had. All the detailing shit's in the trunk of the Maserati. They're not gonna let me get it. So when we get there, that's the plan. And then the car that I'm gonna get, not a Maserati this time. We're gonna be getting a Honda EP3, and it's a Honda that is a hatchback, and it's good for the detailing, and it's good to sleep in if I wanted to. It's fast and it's easy to maintain, low cost to maintain, and I could learn all this stuff on how to work on the car myself. I don't have to take it to a fucking mechanic, and I don't have to lose all this fucking money. So that's basically an update of what's going on. I'm going to Texas here in about 4 or 5 hours. I'm waiting for I'm just waiting for the plane here at the Vegas airport. All right, we're gonna do it. Shout out to you, JP. I appreciate you. We're gonna make some shit happen. Gotta use the restroom. But nonetheless, everything is good. Everything is fine. If it wasn't, I'd be crying right now. Just kidding, I would never cry on camera. 2002 to 2005 Civic Si. I'm gonna try to stream until we get in the plane. I just took like a small 45-minute nap. That chicken was good though. That was some fire ass food that we ate. Chicken, what was it called again? Chicken, fuck, I don't even know. It was just some good ass chicken though. But we got a plan. We got a plan when we get back. We got a real plan. Can we go yet? No, not yet. Age. One of those 3 words, right? What the fuck is the restaurant? Where the hell is the restaurant? Oh, it's this way. Karaji. Chicken Karaji. Where the hell are the restrooms? Dude, I gotta piss. What the fuck? It says restrooms are that way. Am I tripping right now? I'm gonna go. I have to check it out. Agit, chicken or Agit. Hey man, do you work here?
Yeah.
Where are the restrooms at this way?
It should be right on this side.
Oh, right around this corner? Yeah. Oh, shit. I didn't see it. All right, thanks. Hey, ma'am. When is the gates open?
24 hours.
Oh, so I can check in?
Yeah.
Oh, what the?
It's just one lane for the day.
Oh, okay. Is there a restroom? Oh, yeah, there it is. Sweet. This is 24 hours, so I don't ever have to wait in the lobby. I could just come back over here?
Can I have your boarding pass?
Yeah, I got the boarding pass. All right. Good to know. Good to know. All right, we gotta put this down. We gotta put them. Oh, man. Let's see if I can make this. I fucking made it. Alright. Let's get on. Let's go in there. Sure can. Is the mute off? I'm sure it's off. Gotta get my passport. How's it going? I got a passport, but I've never used it yet. Sir, yes, sir. Password? Yeah. Gotta get a stamp on this. We might go to Japan, JP. I might go to Japan. I need my first stamp. No stamps. Not yet, at least. Here we go. Only one out here. Shoes off, sweater off, electronics out.
Yeah. Oh, you know.
Yeah, I just. Okay. I should probably get a job here, right? I got a computer in here somewhere. Do you want me to get a second tray or is
Yeah.
my phone too? You could say that, but not really. I'm not from Vegas. I wish I lived here full time, but it's like off and on, you know? Yeah. You live here?
Yeah.
I assume so, right? Okay. Did I do this?
You'll be able to keep your shoes on.
Oh, I don't need to.
Starting Monday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Keep your shoes on.
Is that good? Yeah, I do it right.
And what's in your pockets?
Oh, it's my passport.
Okay.
There you go.
Alrighty, thank you.
Need some new shoes. Okay. It's cold as shit in here. Alright, what? Alright. We're on flight D4. Alright, we made it in. Let's go. They didn't give me for all the coke in the back. I don't know how they didn't get that shit on the fucking screen. Coca-Cola, that is. That's why. Usually they don't let sodas go through. So how they let me go through? Where's Gate D at? Oh, Gate D's a street. 2 Gate D. Oh wow. I'm taking a fucking tram to D gates. Man, I can't wait to have a Rolex. Watches are good investments. Jewelry's good investments. My brother made a good choice. High-end luxury cars, not a good investment. There's a difference between a good investment and a bad investment. A good one is that holds value in the money or makes you more money. A bad investment is one that takes all your money. And that's basically it. So make good investments. Don't make bad investments. Case in, don't make the same mistakes I'm making. Okay? Do fucking better. Do better. Cars depreciate. Yeah, we learned that the hard way. Oh, here we go. Here we go. It's just me. As always.
Please stand clear of the tram doors.
Sorry. Someone's just walking up. Wow, this is interesting. Being in Vegas, the airport is late. I don't think I've ever done this.
Please hold on to a pole for him.
No hands. Whoa. Oh shit. Went under a tunnel. Going back home. Back to the drawing board. Back to the drawing board, people. Alright, here we go. We made it. We made
This is
it.
the final stop.
Dude, I love doing live streams
Please check for all personal
way
belongings
better
before
than
leaving the
shooting
train.
individual videos because it takes so long to edit the actual video. In live stream, I don't have to edit shit, but it's all live. So you gotta be careful sometimes. Gangster adventures. Yes, sir. We'll have a lot of adventures in the future. The Huz, the boys, exotic islands, exotic locations, exotic cars, my brother. The whole gang's gonna be up. We made a song. It's called "If My Gang Is Up, So Am I, So My Shawty Too." Everybody's gonna be up. Ain't no way I'm gonna be up and people are down. No chance. All right, here we are. D number 4. Wow, shit is empty. This is insane. This is actually kind of crazy. Life is not meant to be sipped. Viva Las Venice. What else? What else? The world's largest sports book is Circa Sports. All sports, all seasons. Stadium swim at Circa. I didn't know Circa was popping like that. Oh shit. Might have to check it out next time. Penn and Teller at the Rio. Haven't gone to see them. We gotta go check that out one day. Dude, Vegas is so fucking awesome. Look, they got little airplanes as you go up the escalators. It's just an incredible place. It's fucking massive. Should I jump on the top? Start taking shit. They all want your money. They do, man. Shin Lim. Oh, look. Daiju. All right. Oh, we got Signs of Life. Wow, look at this. Welcome, Clark County Harry Reid International Airport, Las Vegas. Fuck. No way they got bubble craps in here. Oh, they got, yeah, that's insane. No way. Now that, if you playing that in the airport, you got a big problem. You got a massive problem. DE4. These are all double digits on this one. The flight is still around maybe 2 or 3 hours away, but I had to take a nap, and I'm about to watch this movie Rounders right here. It looks like a good movie. We're about to start getting into poker, so why not? You know, bro, we didn't walk past that little poker area and start talking to that guy. You know, I don't know if I would have been as inspired, because just looking around and also the things he was saying, the biggest thing that he said that really pulled me towards that is that you're playing against other people. It's you and other people. It's not you in the house. So when you play blackjack or baccarat, you do slots or craps, roulette, bubble craps, any of the games that you're playing against, or any of the games you're playing is against a casino. But when you do poker, it's other people involved, and the dealer has no involvement in the bets or the decisions, and they have no stake. So it's a unique game for the casino. Yeah, and that's a great quote. I did hear the first intro of that. If you can't spot the sucker in the first half, in the first hour, then you are the sucker. And you know, we're gonna practice at home. We're gonna go to a few poker clubs in Texas, and yeah, we're gonna try to make some money off this shit. I know it's possible. It's not about how much you win. It's about how much you can walk away from. JP, that is genius. That is gold right there. That is gold. I need to do a Streamlabs so the chat can be seen on my phone. All right, we're almost there. Wait, did I pass it? Oh, should I pass it? Yeah, it's over there. Let's get it. Fuck, I need some water. Would you look at that? Water. All right. There's our gate. So we're going from Las Vegas to Phoenix, and then Phoenix to San Antonio. Should arrive around 1 p.m. Am I the first person here? Oh no, she is. Oh, she works here. Alright, I'm about to end this, and I'm probably gonna watch this movie. Yeah, we're the first ones here. I'm not missing this shit. I've missed a plane before, and it's a bitch. Quote, the only thing worse than a bad player is a bad player who won't quit. Wow. The only thing worse than a bad player is a bad player who won't quit. That makes a lot of sense. I made it 19 days over here in Vegas. Only 19. Fuck. That money I lost in the trade, that $1,200. Thank God I lost it there, because if I would have got the insurance to register the car, I would have still been having to deal with all the problems of this Maserati and lose money way more than I would have lost if I had just surrendered it right now. So, in a way, I'm very grateful and thankful that my car is taken away, and even if I have to pay a difference on it, it's totally fine. I am not continuing to lose money. I'm gonna basically take the loss on the money that I have, that I currently owe right now, and that'll be it. So, I'm glad that everything is working out the way it is. Trust the process, trust in God, pray, and I just ask for direction, and I ask to get to a certain destination, and God takes me on the journey that He needs me to go on. Things never make sense in the moment, but every single time I look back at all the things that I was questioning in the moment, it makes sense now today. And that is a repetitive thing that goes on throughout my life where, okay, there's a reason for why this is happening, and I don't want to make any judgments or be emotional and say if this is a good thing or a bad thing, because I don't really know. Like, some things your perception of it being bad will actually end up being good in a few weeks, but you have no idea. So why are you thinking it's bad when it actually can turn out good? And this phenomenon keeps happening in my life where, okay, I think it's quote unquote bad, but it's not. It actually advances me. It actually saved me time and money and hardship of experiencing it right now and then going through it later, to experience the good that comes out of quote unquote bad situations. So I feel it's a very good thing. I'm fine, I'm actually kind of happy that the car's gone, honestly. It's like a big weight off my shoulder. That car has been holding me back since May of 2024, which is now 14 months. And this car has, I don't know, just delayed a lot of things in my life. So, I have a lot to be happy about, honestly. So, that's that. What else? This would be cooler if they had my, no, it's okay. will tell you one thing. Something I want people, if anyone ever does watch this, never feel bad for yourself and never give up. Never quit. Those two things, avoid at all costs. Avoid it at all costs. Yeah, I know, I do. My shoes, my birth certificate, social security, all my detailing shit, all gone with the car. I'm hoping that they can send it back to the house, but the chances of them doing that, I don't know, it's a loan company, you know. They're not the nicest people in the world, so we get it back, we get it back. If not, all that shit can be replaced. So I'm not worried about it. But yeah, look at my shoes. Look how pretty this shit is. Look at this. I've had these shoes since December when I went to where was it at? Biloxi, Mississippi, when I went to go see some chick over there. What was her name? What was her name? I'm kind of glad I don't remember her name, but anyways, I met some chick on Snapchat, and we started talking on the phone. You know, we started getting to know each other. She has 2 kids. I had a kid, so we kind of clicked off of that. You know, we started making a regular thing, talking all the time, and she invited me to go see her, but I didn't have any money. So me and my brother went to San Diego gambling, playing baccarat. I think we're at the Barona Casino, and my brother gave me $100 because I had lost everything that I had there. So he fronted me $100. He took $100. We both sat down. It was just me and him playing baccarat. I made $3,000, and he made $1,000. We made $4,000 within an hour or two, just with $100 each. We didn't lose. So I took that $3,000 to Biloxi to go gamble at the casinos over there because she lived right next to a casino. Okay, so I brought all my chips. I was practicing baccarat. I was using like my phone for like the score sheet. I was practicing my strategy. And I went over there, stayed there for about 2 weeks. I paid this chick's rent. Right? I bought her a Christmas tree. I bought her daughter some gifts. Okay? Like, we were doing good. Like, everything was fine. You know, she was housing me. She would cook. She bought all the food. But I went to go gamble at the casino. And I don't know, maybe her parents convinced her to kick me out, or maybe she just wanted to use me for the money, but I ended up paying her rent, ended up buying her all this shit. And then I went to the casino, and she called me there, and she says that all my stuff is outside, that I need to come pick it up, and I need to leave. And I spent $1,400 on the rent. I spent around $600 on my Christmas, festivities. This is like in December, so that was what do I do? Take the L. Just take the L. So I had to sleep in the Biloxi airport for 7 fucking hours, spend $300 to get a plane ticket back to San Antonio with around $600. Literally lost everything right there. All that money I made, decimated. Just wiped out. Clear. I did get what I wanted, and I guess she did get what she wanted. So, fair play to her. What was her name? Fuck. I'm glad I don't remember. I forgot. Okay, so that happened, and don't trust no bitch that has 2 kids and 2 baby daddies that don't want to be with her. Common sense. Don't ever do that shit. What else? Here's another funny story. So last year, me and my brother had a SRT Hellcat. So we decided to drive this car all the way to Texas. All the way to Vegas from Texas. And I think I had around $8,000. And literally the first hour we got to Vegas, he dropped me off. My brother dropped me off in front of Planet Hollywood with $3,000. Obviously, we go play baccarat, And I sit down, I lose the first 2 hands for $100. Some guy pulls up a seat next to me. He puts $8,000 on a bet. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna put my 2,800 on the same one as he is, because if he loses 8 grand, I lose 28, but he's 4x what I have. And unfortunately, we both lost, and I lost $3,000 the first hour I showed up to Vegas. Worst way to come into the city. So we took an L on that. That was really bad. That was really terrible. I guess these are just, I'm just telling you just all the situations, you know. A lot of that money was made through subcontracting car detailing appointments to other detailers across different states, and I would take a percentage, you know. So when I lost the money, it wasn't that painful to me because I wasn't physically doing anything like labor-wise to make that money, so it's easier to let it go. Bad mentality, you know, immature, amateur mentality, you know, very not responsible. So yeah, like, what's another story? Oh yeah, Planet Hollywood again. So I was with my friend Brandon and Jade. I had met Jade, I think, off of like a dating app, and then my friend Brandon flew into Vegas, and I had around like 10 grand. So we ended up making around $3,000. Like, they came to watch, and like, I didn't expect to do well, but I made 3 grand with both of them. And then we came back again. I bought Jade this like beautiful dress, beautiful shoes. I got myself like a nice shirt. We played the part. We came in, we sat down looking fly as fuck. So we sat down with around, I think, another 1,000 and ran it up to 2,000. So we had $5,000 in 2 days on Baccarat. But Jade, she went her own way. Brandon, I think he went back home, and I was by myself. And I just like thought, like, okay, I just made 5 grand. I could do it again. I ended up losing the 5 grand that I worked for in those last 2 days, just to lose it back in like 2 hours. So that was a break-even situation. We didn't lose, but that was another circumstance that, you know, like that 5 grand could have literally bought a car cash. What else? Here's a I'll tell you guys a good win that happened. So my friend Ever had a moped, and that was the only way to get around. So we ended up going to South Point, and I had $4,000, and we went over there to put it on one bet, just one bet. We're gonna walk inside. If we win, we win. If we lose, we lose. I'm going broke. Like, fuck it. And we actually fucking won. We walked out of there with $8,000 in cash. And, you know, like, that situation right there, like, it's just so irresponsible. Like, if I lose, I'm done. I have nothing. And it's just reflecting back on my past decisions and my old self. It's just no wonder why I'm in this situation. No wonder why I'm in this predicament. And nobody knows this, but when I went to go buy my Maserati, I was actually on the way to go get a detailing van. It was at 25K. And I saw the car. I was drinking a little bit, under the influence, walked in, and I didn't think it was possible that they were gonna actually get this car for me. But within about 3 hours, I had paid $11,000 for a down payment, $1,600 for a down payment on insurance, and then the actual insurance itself. And then I owed some people money, like $3,000, like my business partners. So from going around, I think I had $21,000. From going to 21,000 within an instant, all the way down to 7 grand or 6 grand. And then right after that, I met a girl in Bullhead City that we started dating. And then she invited me to EDC, and I dropped another $1,400 on that. So I'm down to like 5 grand at EDC with a Maserati and this girlfriend. Okay, something I got a girlfriend, I got a Maserati, I still can do detailing, and I got 5 grand. All good, right? Well, right after EDC, we break up, and I drive all the way to Seattle, drive all the way to Columbus, and then go all the way back down to South Texas, and my engine goes off, stops working. So we had to spend $8,000 on that, just right up, and it took a year for it to get fixed, and I only had it for around 3 weeks, and it got impounded. And then I surrendered the loan after all of that money. So I would say a lot of poor decision making has just led me here. But I'm not in jail. I'm only around $15K in debt, and we're breathing, we're alive. Everything's fine, everything's good. You know, like I'm going back to Texas, going back to the drawing board. You know, I've experienced a lot of highs and a lot of lows, and you know, I just want to make sure that I'm making the right choices from here on out, so I don't end up back in a situation like this. You know, I've experienced a lot of things that I needed to go through in order to understand how to go through the next chapter of my life right here, because this is going to be the next chapter. You know, the chapter of the Maserati, it's done, it's over with, it's gone. There's no going back. Funny thing too, there was a guy that was interested in buying this car in Florida, and he was coming back to Vegas within like 2 weeks or so, and he texts me today that he lost $4,000 cash in his wallet. So like he doesn't have it anymore. Like he can't buy the car. So I told him, well, it got impounded and I'm surrendering the loan, so win-win for both of us. Oh bro, amazing. $5,000, $120, $30. Hopefully no more than $200, $300 for insurance. You know, like bro, we're fucking golden. What else? It's been so many bullshit situations, but there's been a lot of good ones. I'll tell you guys about a good win. Let me just break this down. Okay. My biggest win ever is kind of how I got the Maserati. So this $21,000 I had, it was weird how it came together. Okay, so I got all the way up to $17,000 by subcontracting car detail appointments out to mobile detailers in different states that we hired, me and my brother hired together, and that was around $17,000. None of this is from trading, none of this is from prop firm accounts. Obviously I don't get paid on YouTube, I wasn't even doing anything like this. And then the detailing in itself, I wasn't car detailing because I had no vehicle. I was just staying at Airbnbs, walking around, getting Ubers, you know, getting rides from friends, so didn't need to have a car. So I had around $17,000, and I lost $7,000 of that money. My friend Joseph from Columbus came over, and my brother was just bad luck, honestly. And I lost $7,000, so I'm all the way down to 10 G's within like 2 days. Okay, this is the most fucking twisted shit I've ever done in my life. With as far as like what could have transpired in that moment, like it changed the trajectory of everything that's happened in my life. So I have $10,000 and I put $8,000 on a baccarat bet. Like, I did this by myself and I didn't want to tell no one if I won or lost. So I was at $17,000, $18,000. 2 days later I'm at $10,000, and now I'm in front of a baccarat table with $8,000 on the table. Only have $2,000 to my name. If I lose, I only have $2,000. And I take the bet, I put the money on player. The ratio is 6-1 on player, and I fucking won. I was literally about to have only $2,000 to my name, but now I'm back at $18,000. And then I just I get a few jobs done throughout like the next week, and I got $3,000 saved. We're at $21,000. And that's when I went to go buy the car. I used, like, it's just a weird, like, it's just a set of decisions that don't make any sense. Like it just doesn't have any context to what I was here to really do. What my mission was to become rich, make 100K, get to $1 million, Forex and car detailing. Casino wasn't involved, alcohol wasn't involved, buying a Maserati was not involved. Like me actually doing the car details, I didn't even have to do that either. I was subcontracting car detail appointments out to detailers in different states, and I was trading Forex, and I was doing prop firms, right? Like that's literally how I got the momentum to keep going, basically. And you know, just looking back at all of these decisions, it's just like, my God, like that was me. That was me. Like I was doing that. No way, man. But it was, and I'm facing the consequences of all those actions, present day. But you know, I'm 24. I feel very confident still in my ability to get back on my feet and to, you know, make a comeback bigger than I've ever had before. Like I only have $200 that I can use right now, and 100 of it's in trading, like, and 100's to my name I have to spend. But I got 3 jobs tomorrow on the schedule that could potentially total out to like 250 to 300. So I'm getting back into subbing contracts, I'm tired. I'm getting back into subbing workout to detailers, and I'm going to get back into prop firms, and I'm going to continue on with this $100 challenge on these high leverage Forex accounts, but I'm going to have 10 of them now. So it's just getting back on track with what I was initially supposed to do, and what I should have been doing this whole time was just this car. All the money, I was working for this car, I was a slave to the car. Never had, I don't buy anything for myself. Like all the clothes I have in my bag is from like 2022, 2023. Like I haven't bought myself anything. Like these look at this pants, there's a hole in the pocket. These shoes, like, I hate to say it, but I walked out with them on. I left my shoes in the box and I had to take them. Like, this shirt's from Ross. We're talking like $9. This right here, I put this shirt on and walked out with it out of the store. Like, you know, I put myself through hard times. You know, nobody did this to me. I did it to myself, and as fast as I created this, I can change it too, you know? Always in charge. I'm responsible for everything. I take 100% responsibility for all my choices, all my actions, all the things that have happened. So, with that being said, this is why I can get rich. This is why I will get rich. Because I know too, I know that this is a product of my choices, of my decisions, of my thinking. And I did get myself quite far. You know, I don't come from a prominent background and a prominent family of these like great minds. We've had people who worked very hard in our family, and they did work very hard, and I salute them. My grandfathers are some of the hardest working men in our whole family. Like, they are hard motherfuckers. They don't fuck around. They set their families up. They took care of all of them, and my dad's kept his job for like 25 years. He's a foreman at CPS. You know, he's never given up. He's never missed a day. He never clocks off too early. He's always the guy in charge. And, you know, when he was going there, you know, he learned everything. He stayed long. He committed to it. You know, my mother, she dedicated her life to raising me and my brother, and it wasn't easy. She dealt with a lot of health problems when she was younger, and she went through a divorce. You know, she was struggling to find her way and to find her, like a sustainable job for herself, and she persevered. She was persistent, and she kept going. You know, like, my younger brother is a boxer. He knows how to fight. He started fighting when he was young, and he put himself through hell for no reason. You know, he did like amazing things like that young teenagers don't just do. My brother's a different breed. Our family's a different breed. We are some hard workers, but in terms of prominent thinking, prominent families, where we have higher level knowledge, where we have higher level resources, and we all kind of cooperate and work together. We're missing this element to our families, and why we are not rich, why our family is not made of money, is because we don't cooperate, we don't have a long-term plan, and we just are not educated. We don't have knowledge, true knowledge, like the Global Information Network. So, you know, a lot of those things I inherited. You're gonna have a good night, my brother. I appreciate you. Thanks for helping me out. Thanks for doing all you did for me. Thanks for all the knowledge you shared, and thanks for everything, you know, that you did for me here. So I appreciate you. Have a good night. I'll text you whenever I get there, man. We'll stay locked in. So this position I'm in is inherited from my ancestors, and so I'm trying to learn about myself and learn of our history and learn about what our strengths are and learn about what our weaknesses are. And you know, I'm trying to just figure all this all out, you know, trying to figure life out. You know, the goal is to be happy and the goal is to be rich. And there's a really great quote that I've heard, and it's, the money doesn't bring the attitude brings the money. So being the person that you are, being the person you want to be, and thinking that you are that person now, have the attitude of the person you want to be and be that person, and the money will come. Don't try to get the money and think that it will give you a different attitude, right? Or once I get the money, I'll become this person. I'll become the person, you'll get the money. Don't try to think you're going to get the money and then you'll become the person you want to be. It's just not how it works. It's just, and if it works, you know, it's just not what I want to do. It's just not how I would want my son to live. I would want him to believe who he thinks he is, believe that the person he wants to become, he is him right now, which he is. And you must think this way, and I think this way. Another quote when you face adversity is, remember, and this is from Henry Ford, remember that the airplane does not take off with the wind, it takes off against it. So meaning, when you're faced with adversity, when you're faced with obstacles or challenges, and everything is coming towards you all at once, well, that's how an airplane lifts off the ground. It's the wind coming into the propellers that allows it to fly. So, but if the wind was going out through the propeller the other way, the plane would never get off the ground. So sometimes you need situations like this to be able to lift you off the ground and to be able to get you to where you need to go, your next destination. The whole point of getting on a plane is to get to the next place that you need to go in the quickest amount of time. So when things are going against you, remember, the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it. That's one of my favorite quotes. What's another good quote? Oh yeah, this quote is amazing. Also by Henry Ford. Failure is the opportunity to begin again more intelligently. So basically, if you fail, you get the opportunity to start again, way smarter than you initially did. And a good example of this quote is Thomas Edison, who created the what is it called? I know it's a light bulb. I know it's electricity, but the something more is a long word. But basically, the whole point of it is he successfully found 10,000 ways that it didn't work on how to create the light bulb. He didn't say he was unsuccessful 10,000 times. He said he was successful 10,000 times in knowing how it doesn't work. Right? So like failure, he failed, and it was the opportunity for him to begin again and more intelligently. All this data he has from everything that's just happened, he's using it for the future. He's using it for the present to make wiser choices. And you know, this is all part of my life. This is all what is actually happening. Another cool concept is the radar screen. Basically, the radar screen is what you can see in this minute, within this 5 minutes of time, right? We can't predict the future. Someone can just start shooting this whole place up, right? Like, who fucking knows? This plane can crash. You know, like, we have no fucking idea what can happen, right? A meteor can hit Earth. You know, like, a huge flood can happen at any moment. And this can all happen. It all can happen. No one knows the future. No one knows for certain what the future holds. So it's a radar screen of people that just look on a 1 minute basis of their life and not realizing all the things that are in the future that are to come that you don't know about. Like, so many bizarre things can happen, like profound, if you look on your radar screen, it looks like, like you wouldn't even process this, you wouldn't even have these ideas. And the examples I just gave are pretty retarded, but let me give a better one. So I'll give you my real life situation. So like, what was off my radar screen was learning Forex, okay? This was way off my radar screen. I was a sales guy. I was doing door-to-door sales, and I was doing like a marketing agency. But I went to Chicago with my friend Anthony. He needed me to help him drive his car there, and I was gonna fly back to Texas. But I ended up staying there with them. They took me in, they liked me, and my friend's mother appreciated that we're all working together, and she liked it. She thought it was very wholesome. She thought it was good for her son, so she kept us in. And what ends up happening is that we move into another place, and I went to go to Sacramento to go live with my girlfriend at the time and go be with her, and I was going to become an insurance agent with her, right? I was going to do marketing for her, and it just wasn't making me happy. I liked the woman, I really did. I really did want to be with her, but I didn't want to have to work with her. I wanted a relationship with her. So I ended up not working out there, so I flew back to Chicago to just tell Anthony and Ray, like, I'm going back to Texas. I didn't want to I wanted to go on one more trip before I went back home and go figure out what I was going to do there. I didn't really know what I was going to do. But what was off my radar screen, which I had no idea was coming, is that one of my friends, a mutual friend through someone else, had a course that was very unique and special at the time, that wasn't around the internet. And he decided, out of the kindness of his heart, and he's a good man, he's a great guy, he decided to share the knowledge with us and got given this. I came back to Texas immediately with this power, with this knowledge, with being aware of what is in the palm of my hands, which is how to day trade the foreign exchange markets through smart money concepts, knowing the interbank price delivery algorithm, to knowing about kill zones, to knowing about weekly profiles, to knowing about all the reference points, to knowing about price ranges, to knowing about premium, equilibrium, discounts, how to manage a stop loss, where to take profits, where to take profit, and where to take partials. Like, all this knowledge that I've accumulated from Forex, that was off my radar screen. I was literally trying to become an insurance agent with this girl, and I was going to my friends to tell them buy. I was not thinking about that. I was not, nowhere was in my mind that was going to happen. But if I was to be basing my attitude and my judgments and everything in my life on only in the minute that I'm experiencing, I wouldn't have had this happen for me. And it's the fact that I decided to have a good attitude. I decided to take a risk of leaving my state. I also decided to be a good friend, go back to my friends and tell them bye, and leave on good terms and tell them thank you. And thank God that I was working hard on this marketing agency. I really believe that if they didn't see me working hard on a failed business that I didn't know any idea what I was doing, I don't think that they would have given me the chance to really learn this. So I believe that I got this opportunity because they saw I was working hard, and they thought that I was somebody that could figure out how to do Forex. And they really thought that I was up for the challenge, because it is a challenge and I'm still trying to figure this out. But I'm going to stop sabotaging myself. I'm going to stop making poor decisions and poor choices. That's all it comes down to. That's all it comes down to. But it's just, it's a long journey. Life is a long journey. We have so much time to recover right here, and we're going to recover really fast. Like, I got a whole plan that I'm going to implement when we get to Texas, and I got a plan on when we come back over here, how much money I want to have, the car I want to have. I already got my license being mailed out. My Texas license is being mailed out to our house in Texas. So that's, we're already ahead of the game. We got that going. My brother, him and I are working on a business project together where we're running ads in different cities through Facebook campaigns to contract workouts to some detailers like we were doing earlier. But these appointments we're getting ourselves. And the ad that we have been running for the last 7 to 9 months, somewhere in between there, it's been optimized this whole time. So now the price has gone down. We included the price in the ad, and these are my brother's ideas, I implemented them. He suggested that we put the services on the ad as well, which is genius. And so we made an ad that is now one of the most optimized ads that we've ever had, and the previous ones were already getting results. So this one has to be insane. Like, this is going to do amazing. And then we got Peter invested into the business, where he has his card on file, and he's obviously going to be, well, this is not obvious, but I'm going to tell you guys, he's paying for the ads, and I'm paying for the SMS messages and the OpenAI and for the Make subscription. So we're conjoining together because he also wants to scale. He also wants to sub work out to other detailers. So this is a perfect opportunity for him, for us to really work together. So, you know, I'm looking forward to all these great things. You know, that's just one of the opportunities. So we got Facebook ad campaigns, poker, Forex, door-to-door sales / detailing, and then what else? Oh yeah, this one's gonna be. We're gonna save this one. This one I'm keeping in my back pocket. I don't want to say anything about this yet, but it's a really good opportunity. It's something I learned here in Vegas from Peter. So, coming back with a lot of knowledge. You know, I'm glad to have met JP. I'm glad to have spent time with Sabrina. I'm glad to have met Peter. I literally did door-to-door out here, and I got sales. I cleaned vehicles. I won trades. I lost in trading. I lost a lot. I won in blackjack. I never even played blackjack, and I won $600. My car got repossessed. Oh no, my car didn't get repossessed. My car got impounded, and I surrendered the loan for them to come repossess it. So much happened, you know. Like, I think this is my 30th stream in Vegas. Like, this is gonna be my last one over here, you know. So I'm gonna call it right here. I've talked enough. Yeah, this is it. We're going back to Texas. We're going back to Texas. If this didn't happen, we would be down a lot of money. So, you know, trust in God, trust the process. I trust His plan for me. I trust He's leading me in the right direction. He's never failed me once. Never failed me once in my life. It's always got me where I wanted to go. He gets me where I want to go, and I sabotage it myself. So this time, and from here on out, that's not going to happen. This is the end of this. I'm killing the old version of myself in this video, and I am reigniting myself to make choices that will lead me to being rich, and that will lead me to happiness, and that will lead me back to Vegas. So right now I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna watch the movie Rounders. It's a poker movie that my buddy recommended to me, so we're gonna watch it. I'm gonna sleep here for a little bit. Plane leaves in 3 hours. Next stream will be in Texas. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. If any, no one's